the KeNIC chair, the CEO and the board, distinguished guests, both here physically and those in the online community, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. I'm very happy to be here because coming in here is actually really coming back home. I spent a significant part of my career in the ICT community, and very, very proudly so. It's my distinct pleasure to join you during the 2024 edition of the Kenya Internet Summit here in Nairobi. Your presence today, distinguished guests and industry leaders, together with dedicated stakeholders, serves as a powerful testament to the far-reaching and transformative impact of the ICT sector across every facet of our society. I would like to take this opportunity to congratulate the Kenya Network Information Center and its partners for putting together this event. Your tireless efforts and collaboration have made this significant gathering possible. Indeed, in many ways more than one, you are making a contribution to shaping the future that we all hope for. This year's theme, Bridging the Digital Divide and Unleashing the Power of Partnerships, is very close to my heart. Reflecting on my own personal journey, much of my career has been deeply intertwined with the ICT sector. This makes technology an integral part of my life. And in my current role as Secretary to the Cabinet, I have witnessed firsthand the transformative power of technology. As I was just making my way here today, I had a reflection, a throwback moment, and I realized that when I joined the ICT sector at the regulator, my first assignment was the structuring of the .ke domain. It was a very new space then, that was year 2001, very new space, not very well understood, and in many ways, it began to shape what it meant to have government and private sector collaborating. And looking at this room and seeing Richard Bell there, I'm sure he recalls clearly the many long hours and heated conversations. Don't you, Richard? Long, heated conversations on how to structure the .ke CCTLD. And I'm very proud because the efforts that came out of that led to a PPP framework which has endured to date. A PPP framework that has been emulated and replicated elsewhere in the world. Let's give a clap to those forebearers. Prior to January 31st, 2023, last year, cabinet meetings were manual. And this entailed dealing with large volumes of paperwork. The implementation of e-cabinet has revolutionized our operations. It has streamlined the management of cabinet business. It has enhanced our efficiency significantly. This experience underscores the critical role that technology plays in driving progress and facilitating effective governance. Maybe let me try and paint the picture for you a little bit. What is cabinet business? Cabinet business is largely constituted of policies and draft legislative proposals. So those are big documents. Now, if you have an agenda of 20 items with documents this size per agenda, it means you're actually dealing with a pile. So this was my first time to see documents being tied up with ribbon and cord work. And for every document that comes, it must be circulated prior. I now understood why government has so many vehicles. You know, it has like so many vehicles. It's because that document must be circulated. 100 copies must be circulated by tomorrow's meeting. And people don't live in one space, they live all over. Hence, you need the cars, you need the drivers, getting stuck in traffic, going all manner of places at all manner of hours to distribute. So you can imagine what that has meant today, because when we receive the document, you transmit it with a click of a button. That is the wonder of technology. And I trust that this should generate results even more significant as we move to monitoring and evaluation and measuring of results through the technology platform. Ladies and gentlemen, Kenya has made remarkable strides in internet usage. Social media platforms like Facebook, Instagram, X are today deeply embedded in our social fabric. TikTok has become a crucial source of news, especially for the younger generation. We have witnessed over 5 million accounts being utilized for trade, underscoring the robust embrace of e-commerce across various sectors. We also saw to what use the social media platform has been made to salimia people, to let them know that you're around. It is just amazing, and I wonder what the future holds. Moreover, post-COVID-19, e-learning has gained substantial traction with schools, mostly private schools, integrating digital tools into their educational frameworks. These advancements highlight our progress and the profound impact of the internet on the multiple facets of our lives. Yet, despite these achievements, we face a significant challenge. I do recall during my service at the Communications Authority of Kenya, amidst the COVID-19 pandemic, many students, particularly those from public schools and marginalized areas, were unable to continue their education due to social distancing requirements. Additionally, their lack of access to digital tools and the internet further exacerbated their inability to engage in remote learning. In response to those constraints, we issued a regulatory directive requiring broadcasters to air educational programs during which these learners participated and were therefore not left behind. This experience underscores the critical need for equitable access to technology. I'm sure you do recall the many times you'd switch on TV, Citizen, KBC, and you find it is standard 3 maths. You remember during COVID, this was the initiative to ensure that nobody was left behind, because science has demonstrated that a young learner disconnected from learning does not stay static, they regress. And it therefore makes it very difficult to ever catch up again. And we just wanted to safeguard the gains that had been made thus far. This digital divide has far-reaching economic and social and political implications. It is imperative that we work towards inclusive digital access, ensuring that every sector and all Kenyans can equally benefit from technological advancements. To address these disparities, we must unite in our efforts. The government's digitalization agenda is central to this mission. The fifth administration acknowledges the transformative potential of ICT and has therefore identified the development of a digital superhighway as one of its first 5 priority areas. This vision is being realized through several key initiatives which are at different levels of implementation, and I'll just mention them. The first one, the installation of 100,000 kilometers of national fiber optic cables. I'm sure we are seeing a lot of digging everywhere. Number 2, the creation of 1,450 digital hubs in every ward across the countries, even in the marketplaces. The provision of Wi-Fi is one of the commitments made. And lastly, the local production of smartphones in a bid to address the supply side of the market to make phones more affordable for mwananchi. These are the 5 commitments that are being tracked for achievement in order to make digital transformation a reality for each and every Kenyan. This weekend, I traversed Kirinyaga County, which is my home county, and we went to one of the rural TVETs. that is currently doing ICT courses, coding, and the like. And one of the interviews was with a 25-year-old young lady who said that to date, she has made $3,000 online work. What does that mean for the gig economy? What does that mean for you seated here who are custodians of the domain community? Should this young lady actually not have online presence? She should. Everybody in the gig community should have a very distinctive, identifiable presence online, because it's part of building trust and confidence. It's part of building credibility in that online economy, the gig economy. And I dare say that as that movement matures, perhaps my online presence should be part of my credit rating, so that when I go to the bank, they are able to recognize and take me seriously as any other business that is in brick and mortar space. So we do have work to do. We are doing well as Kenya, and I'm sure we can do way, way, way more. In delivering these commitments, we're inspired by the saying that the journey of 1,000 miles begins with one step. The government remains steadfast in its commitment to transforming Kenya into a truly middle-class nation in every sense of the word. The past 2 months have been a floodlight moment for this country, with the Gen Z movement and the repercussions that followed it. And I ask, what does this then mean for the internet community? All this was fueled by internet. What does it mean going forward? What does it mean for enhanced transparency and efficiency? We will continue to work towards the realization of our vision for an inclusive Kenya. I must emphasize that the private sector is an indispensable partner in achieving our digital transformation goals. Their role is critical, not only in driving innovation and fostering technological advancements, but also in providing the investment and expertise needed to bridge gaps in digital access and infrastructure. By collaborating with industry leaders, technology providers, and entrepreneurs, we can leverage their resources and insights to accelerate progress and ensure the success of our digital agenda. In this context, ladies and gentlemen, I wish to urge institutions and entrepreneurs to strategically invest in domain names. This investment is more than just securing a digital address. It is a crucial step towards enhancing our online visibility, driving digital innovation, and contributing to growth of our broader digital ecosystem. By doing so, you not only position yourselves for advantage in the marketplace, but also support our collective efforts to expand and strengthen Kenya's digital landscape. This morning, Andrew brought it to my attention that I am a .com website holder, and he said he's a chief evangelist, and he evangelized, and I'll be moving to the .ke space, as we all should. Indeed, there is scope for growth for all of us, because where we are at today as Kenya, with the kind of digital transformation already achieved, no physical business should exist without an online presence. I have seen from past experience where a physical brick and mortar business goes online and generates way more business online, because the footfall that would have walked into the physical business can only be within proximity of the business. But when it went online, in the particular case that I witnessed, the customers actually were generated from Texas. So this is the possibility that we want to reach out to. And this is the challenge that I urge KeNIC to really set a new standard for our businesses in Kenya, to set a new standard where Kenyan goods and services can be consumed not just by physical footfall that is within proximity, but that we can actually open up and elevate to the international community. Let's move to some quiz time. I know that I talk to experts here, So I would like to hear some feedback on some questions regarding the internet and the domain space. I'd like you to share with me the 3 most expensive domains that have been sold over time. To set up a domain is about $10, $20 to register. But these 3 domains, one was sold for $50 million US dollars, another one for $36 million US dollars, another one for $35 million US dollars. How I wish I owned one of these domains. Who can tell us which domains are these? The 3 most expensive domains to be sold. Hands up, hands up. I have no cane. I think they will Google and find out, and then share that with the KeNIC CEO for information. But I think, let me give you a chance. I will not tell you the answers because there are prizes to that. So I'll give you some time. Ladies and gentlemen, partnerships play a crucial role in driving digital transformation. Today, Kenya boasts over 108,000 .ke domains. While this is commendable, we still lag behind countries like China, Germany, the UK in domain registrations. You note I do not refer to African countries because it's time to set a new standard. It's time to aim and benchmark with the best of them because we can. And we have the infrastructure, we have the capabilities, we have the skills within this country. So we have a way to go. And strategic partnerships are the way forward, as demonstrated by KeNIC, which has worked with 180 registrars to promote .ke domains. I have been informed that they are also pursuing agreements with global domain resellers, such as GoDaddy, to amplify their reach. Through engaging with regional and global top-level domain registries, they're exchanging knowledge to enhance our digital ecosystem. Looking ahead, Kenya has set an ambitious target to onboard 1 million domains by year 2030, which is just about 6 years to go. Reaching this milestone will demand a concerted effort from both the private and public sectors, supported by forward-thinking policies and robust regulations. By fostering collaboration and ensuring strategic alignment, we can drive this transformative goal and propel Kenya into a leading digital economy. I want to take a moment to acknowledge and commend the dedicated registrars driving the .ke adoption and the commendable efforts of KeNIC in supporting ecosystems. Let's put our hands together for them. So, ladies and gentlemen, in closing, digital inclusivity and collaboration are vital in impacting every sector of our economy. I have full confidence in Kenya's ability to bridge the digital divide and leverage the power of partnerships, propelling us towards a digitally empowered future. Indeed, we can do it. Let me close on a light note. Why did the computer get cold? No? Why did the computer get cold? Because it left its windows open. Just like we shouldn't leave opportunities for digital growth and partnerships open. Let's seize them. Let's move forward. Let's move forward with great determination and courage. We can do it. Thank you.